Hello and welcome. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to expand your income without having to work harder, without having to chase clients, or without over delivering. So, if you are really working very hard and getting tired with that, if you feel like you have an endless list of to dos, but somehow your efforts are still not paying off, then this is why, and you need to understand some basic principles around energy calibration so that you can attract more money. Before we get started, I am Kanika. I train healers, coaches, and business owners to double or even multiply their income by making very simple energetic shifts in their body. So, let me begin by talking about three key principles that you can start applying right away. The first one is that hustle is a trauma response. Yes, that's right. When you are actually working hard, a lot of times you're trying to prove that you have so many things to do. You see, you are afraid of making a new step. Maybe you understand that you've got to put out a social media post. Maybe you understand that there is something where your vulnerability is really required, but you are afraid of getting there. So, what you end up doing unconsciously, unknown to you, is you create this list of tasks that you have to do. You end up in the cycle where you're doing a lot of those actions. All the actions are not required actions, but that is just your trauma response because you don't want to feel afraid, because you want to prove to yourself that, look, I'm doing what I can do. And then hustling is also happening because somewhere you are still operating out of a lack mindset. You feel that you have to really work hard to get money. That's the programming that is wired into a lot of our families, and it goes way, way beyond generations. But if you want to really move out of this response, you don't want to act out of hustle, but act out of ease, then you have to first make the shift that life, how it presents to us, a lot of times is upside down. Look at the hardest moments in your life, and you will realize that a lot of the hard moments, the tough moments that you really did not want, somewhere down the line, you end up saying, oh gosh, I'm so thankful that happened. And that's because that was your pathway into more light. So, similarly, what is really scaring you, what you are afraid of, that is actually easy. Once you just jump into it, it's easy. Just start thinking, if you can, that a lot of times how life presents itself is as upside down. Things just are topsy turvy. The second principle, and you might have even guessed it by now, is that energy is your biggest attractor. It's your biggest strategy. People are coming to you because they like you, because they like your energy. Your energy is speaking a lot louder than the words. Your energy is speaking a lot about your vibration, who you are, what you do. And hence, you need to work on your core element. You need to work on your internal energetic calibration so that you can attract the right sort of clients. It might seem as if people buy what they do, but people are actually buying what you radiate. So, internally, if you are carrying some imprints where your clients have ousted you or have gone behind your back, done traumatic things to you, then you are in this present life as well repelling clients because your body just does not feel safe attracting clients to you. It's a lot safer to keep clients away. It's a lot safer to not get known because you know what? That causes trouble, and we were punished in the last lifetime because of that. And hence, energy is your biggest strategy. People are sensing the frequency that you are vibrating at on your Instagram posts, on your website. They are not buying what you do. They're actually buying what you radiate because that is the message that calls them, attracts them, and that is the message that gets them to sign up with you. So, your energetic imprint is very important. What are you feeling inside? Are you operating from fear internally? Are you afraid that you will not make money? And then that will come true. If you are feeling lack, that with the business model, it just does not seem possible how you will make enough money, then that's how it will show up in your life because your energy is causing the reality outside. And your energy is also inviting clients or repelling clients. And on repelling clients, there might be other things that are going underneath the surface. You might have had past lifetimes where clients ousted you or you got punished for really owning your truth and authenticity. So, if you are trying that in this lifetime, there could be a part of you that is really afraid. And what you need to do here is heal those inner parts first. Those parts that repel the expansion that you are wanting. You want to heal those parts, integrate those parts, and then work with everything else. Because until you do that, all the efforts are really futile. The third core truth for expanding your income is that your energy group creates your vibration. Often people think that it's just them that creates their vibration. And by the way, let's just even pause there and talk about the person itself. Sometimes we might feel that, oh, I am fully aligned with what I want to do. But you still need to explore your thoughts, your emotions there. How much of you is still scared? How much of you still feels doubt? And it's like you've got the main identity, the main carrier that wants to push ahead. And then there are 200 other parts around that are scared. Scared of being on stage, scared of speaking their truth, scared of just doing something new, scared of following an unfamiliar path, and so on and so on. So, first of all, work with your own energy container and really bring that into alignment. Bring your thoughts and emotions into alignment. Then, next, you want to start looking at your group. This group will be your inner circle, the people you are engaging more with, your friends, your families, your parents. And how much are they in alignment with your vision? How much are they not in alignment? And your job really is to understand and own your own power. Regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of the patterns that they think out of, your job is to feel worthy as you. And this, I can tell you, is the biggest block that most people work with. Really, just feeling worthy as the healer yourself. Feeling worthy that you have that vision and you're able to accomplish. Feeling worthy that your vision, your ideas have merit, that you, as a person, as a healer, as a business owner, are capable and you deserve, you are worthy, you have everything to be able to achieve your vision. And this is a little bit of a contradiction as well, because often what you want to achieve here, especially if you are operating out of alignment, the spiritual messages that you're getting, they really seem out of the world. It'll be harder for people in very physical life to always understand that. I don't know a lot about writing a book, for example, or going and giving talks on these topics because they're very new foreign concepts to you. But you just have to take that leap of faith. There's also a good news in this one. You are working in the group, remember? We said that this is your energy group that creates your vibration. So your group is you, the people around you, the condition, the patterns that you're operating out of. The bigger group here is the universe, the universal flow itself. So, this is right where your idea started, where you had that dream, where you had that vision. And that universal flow that already has all the plans in place for you. It knows what's going to happen next and it's going to meet you exactly where you are at. It's going to line up people for you and opportunities for you that will be divinely timed, that will be appropriate for you. It will give you the guidance. So when you feel like everything is not suiting right, know that that's part of the puzzle, especially when you are into spiritual expansion. A lot of this has to happen because you are unraveling yourself from the 3D matrix of control of how things have to be. That's an illusion. You're getting out of it. You're coming into the 5D expansion. So things are really shifting for you. And in that place, you are feeling like, I'm going in a roller coaster. That's part of how it's meant to be. But know that there is bigger universal flow. You are part of that. So Connect with this universal guidance. The more you connect, the more you are in your channel, the more you are in alignment, the more you'll find that rootedness, the insights that you really need to do. And especially all the actions that you are doing. If you were doing 30 actions before, you'll just notice that the action list starts dropping down. Because when you tune into your guidance, you know exactly what you are supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. You get very targeted advice on what you are supposed to do. This is the place when things just start to magically happen and you don't have to exert a lot of effort. Now, let me walk you through the exact energetic recalibration that my clients make that help them with their business expansion without all that effort. Step one is that you clear hustle programming. Hustle programming is where you want to do a lot more effort because that makes you feel worthy. And somewhere, if you have an easy day, let's say you just rested, you feel like you didn't work. You feel as if you now do not deserve the good stuff in life. If you were wanting money, if you were wanting clients, you feel like you don't deserve that because you just did not work hard. So, step one is really disconnecting you from this outside validation for worthiness because you don't need to work more to be worthy. You are worthy as you are, just how you are made. Your gifts right now, as they are, you are worthy. You've got divine light flowing through you. You are worthy. We disconnect your wiring from effort and we bring it back to your inherent self worth that you are worthy as you are. That the divine spark, the source that made you because you are worthy. Otherwise, it would have not invested that energy into you. So you are divine as you are. Your gifts, your capabilities are unique. And we attach yourself of worth to you. Nothing to do, nothing to change, but we bring that worthiness sense back to you. And when you feel worthy, then you are attracting clients from overflow instead of from lack. So, as you start attaching your worth to yourself, as you start believing in your own worth more, the next step that we move on to is expanding your capacity. Initially, maybe your capacity was just 5 clients. That is all that you could hold in your radar. That is the number of clients you had per month. Or maybe you had more, but they were just low ticket clients. You start increasing your capacity and you make it bigger and bigger and bigger so that you're able to attract more high paying clients. You're able to hold a lot more abundance, a lot more attention, and a lot more visibility. Your outer expansion always mirrors the inner permission that you have inside. So when you start permitting yourself to have more, it starts showing up in more clients, in a lot more orders, a lot more sales. The third step is that you start aligning more with soul led visibility. And you would think that this step is going to be a lot easier given the amount of inner work that you've done getting so far. And it is, and it is not, because there is work that you've done. You're now going to repeat the same thing at a much bigger level. You had fears earlier where you did not want to be seen. Now it's going to be seen, visible, heard at a much bigger level. So, a lot of the past life trauma, witch wounds, prosecution wounds, perpetrator energy, all of that really starts playing up at this level. And the ask here is that you show up in your full frequency with more truth, with more authenticity. You'll actually find that the more energetic work you do here, life actually becomes a lot easier. Even a lot of the systems that you had to do previously, let's say the newsletters or the posts or the shows, events that you were doing, they take their own life. It's like your business just got wheels and it runs itself and it's giving you space to expand and become more, even more of what you need to be. So, your calling here is to dive in even deeper into your inner work and really own yourself. This is where we start doing work around voice activation. This is where we reduce the effort actually a lot more because it becomes more and more about bringing the real you out, a lot more truthful, a lot more honest, a lot more raw, just peeling out all the layers, bringing you out into your full frequency. And that matches you with a lot more soul aligned clients or products and sales. Here's what you've got to understand at this stage, that when you are really acting from your soul alignment, then you already have a lot of soul contracts with clients that you made before you incarnated on earth. Your clients, you are not chasing them, but your clients are looking for you because you have contracts with them already in place. So you don't have to do the hustle, they will come to you, and all you have to do is vibrate in your highest light, in your highest authenticity and truth. So now you know more clients and income don't come from pushing. They come from aligned expansion, from resetting your field, raising your capacity, and letting energy lead. If you are ready to step into this energetic expansion and not just talk, but really live it and breathe it every single day, then I invite you to connect with me. I offer free clarity calls to explore what's really going on with you and how you can attract more aligned clients with ease. Go to artoflifecenter.com/call and book a call with me, or just send me a message and I'll connect with you. You don't need to hustle for your next level. You just need to energetically allow it. So I'll see you next time with another episode. I am Kanika, your energy coach.